Singing Beach is a notable North Shore spot. Beautiful, sun-filled, covered in soft sand, measuring just under a half-mile wide.
Most people say this is their favorite beach.
A half-mile is also the distance non-residents have to walk to the Sandy Sanctuary from the Manchester by the Sea commuter rail station or nearby non-resident parking.
We used to work up at the beach, and people would always ask us, like, is there transportation like to and from the beach?
On a hot summer day with beach gear in tow, that 15-minute walk is intimidating for some and a deal breaker for others.
I hear people all the time like, oh my God, I used to never come to this beach because I'm old and I have trouble walking up. A family with a lot of stuff, lugging a ton of stuff up for the beach. It's not fun at all.
It is a problem that has plagued out-of-town visitors for years until Stephen Martin and Preston Potter stepped up with a solution.
A lot of people had this idea before us.
Nobody really took the initiative, but we did.
The two 17-year-olds are the brains behind Beach Bums, a shuttle service to and from Singing Beach.
The service is actually 100% free. We just work off tips.
With the help of their fathers, the pair created a business plan, proposed it to the town select board, and after it was approved, created their own LLC.
It was a long process. I never went to the DMV before, and I don't want to go back.
The street-legal golf cart they use to transport beachgoers is a licensed low-speed electric vehicle.
The golf cart only goes 26 miles per hour.
We have seatbelts, so every time before we leave, safety first, put on your seatbelts.
Safety is one of many lessons this business venture has taught the rising high school seniors.
It's been a challenge keeping all the information organized because we are 17 and we have other things to do in life, so it's been a real commitment.
Off-road, the teens are developing budgeting, bookkeeping, and marketing skills.
I come by myself a lot because my friends won't come with me because they don't want to make the walk.
From the front seat, these young entrepreneurs are gaining experience that will serve them no matter what path they pave next.
Even if people don't tip us, it's fine because we network with people, we talk with people. Basically just building up our social skills, which is fine by me.
A far cry from their company's namesake, which is actually a nod to Stephen's grandfather.
Every time that we would get out of the car somewhere, he'd go, all right, all bums out.
Like the coming years, I hope we can expand this business, more golf carts, and hire more people.
A lot of people have said that they're very proud of us for doing this. We've had a lot of support from the community, so we're very appreciative of that. All bums out.
We are creating the best toilet seats of this century. These are really high rate, high production machines. They have
Kevin Tang and Caleb McGrath are two members of a team trying to change the toilet seat game.
When you look at the industry over the past 50 years, there have been so few innovations.
We create the world's first non-electric automatically lifting and lowering toilet seats, and they're going to be the category leader at some point.
The startup, founded by alums from Boston University and MIT, pays homage to its Massachusetts roots in its name, Cleana.
We have to keep toilet seats wicked cleaner. People hate dirty toilet seats, and frankly, so do we, so that's what inspired us to even focus on the bathroom in the first place. The ultraviolet light.
For the past 4 years, the team has been researching and refining how to clean up the can.
What we've discovered is that if you just lift the seat up in between users, you can keep the seat up to 88% cleaner than a standard one that's down.
Essentially, men are filthy. They don't lift the seat up, which women have been complaining about since the toilet seat was invented, right? So this takes care of that problem.
But 75% of men admitted to never lifting the seat before they urinate in a public toilet.
There it goes.
Yep.
So it stays down only for 10, 15 seconds, something like that?
Yep.
And if you sit on it, obviously, it's not springing back to life. It's staying in the down position for as long as you need it.
The Cleana home version does the exact opposite.
Man goes into the bathroom, lifts the seat up, does his business. If he forgets it, the seat and lid will automatically return to the downright position roughly 3 minutes after he departs the bathroom.
This technology helps keep people, pets, and personal items from falling into the bowl, and like its commercial counterpart, requires no batteries or electricity.
This is a really special thing that we've invented.
Being a disruptor in this space in particular that hasn't seen really any innovation is pretty huge.
It's is brilliant. That's a problem solver. I'm with you. And Klina is taking pre-orders for residential and commercial properties, and they hope to have the product on the market by the end of this year.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
$95 for your toilet seat.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
Brilliant.
And back to Beach Bums, in addition to thinking about adding some more carts, they're also talking about a food delivery service to the beach and also renting out umbrellas and chairs. So they're vertically integrating, horizontally integrating, masters of industry before long.
It's awesome. Coming up, sipping her way to a solution.